Hey everyone, welcome to Transcendent. This is the podcast where we talk about monthly energies, and I'm going to see how this does. See if you guys like this. So let's talk about April. April's asking for some courage to move forward. Some sort of action here needs to be taken, and you are basically unclear what the specific action should be. You just know you need to go forward. And so this month is really going to ask you to have some courage, in yourself. Whether it's courage to express yourself, courage to speak up for that truth, or go after the future that you seek. Maybe it's the courage to contribute, or it could be the courage to rest. But I've noticed this interesting energy, and it's oppositional. I feel like for Gemini, there's been a lack of sort of truthful communication. I'm not calling you a deceptive person. I just feel like there's some holding back, or there's an issue with the actual clarity when communication does occur. For Sag, I feel like there's definitely like this stagnation. There's no movement forward, or even a feeling of smallness. It's just really bizarre to me. With Scorpio, it's a lack of depth, whether it's with other people or within yourself. Of course, Taurus, it's no growth. And for Leo, it just feels like a lack of being in a leadership position, or like a lack of love and compassion that's reciprocated back towards you. And Aquarius is this sort of lack of revolution, this lack of transformation, lack of change, lack of the future. There is this sort of energy that's been with us for quite some time. And for me, I don't know, I can't speak for all of you, but it's been over a decade. And that's a significantly long time to notice this sort of oppositional energy. It feels like a stalemate. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've come to realize, to see if maybe you resonate or this helps you in some way. And then at the end of this podcast, I want to talk to you about some things that you really must address in order to move forward. So there's been a spiritual stalemate, or a stalemate in your life, some way, shape, or form here. You'll know how this resonates for you. It's been too much opposite. Why is this the case? Well, there's a survival mode that's been happening, where a part of your energy isn't receiving the other part that's necessary. It's interesting because I'm feeling like a lot of you are having some heavy responsibilities in home life or work life, and it's been going on for quite some time, like I said. And I feel like you've been sort of sacrificing a part of yourself or something here in order to keep some sort of peace. Okay? For some of you who listen to me and have been with me for quite some time, you resonate with strong Scorpio. Well, I feel like there's been this sort of fall energy with Scorpio, and instead of transformation, it's more like stagnation, because you've been holding down something, the fort, the home, the work, and for everyone else. And I feel like you're sort of like this dam energy. If you could kind of envision a dam holding back this water of an ocean. I mean, I've kind of channeled some ocean, and this ocean is an ocean of emotion, and it's held back to protect this energy within home, within work, or wherever this resonates within your life. And when you hold that much back, that depth, it feels like you're fucking drowning. So it's an issue with communication. It's an issue with truth. It's an issue with the future. And it's difficult because a shutdown occurs and you're sort of floating, to stay afloat. So that's some of this energy of this survival that's occurring. Now, in 2012 to 2015 is when I significantly started feeling this energy. And then from 2015, forward. And it feels like there's been this sort of karmic energy, or this karmic pruning, stripping away the ability to do the things that that make you you. Play, communication, networking, whatever that might be for you. You've sort of been put in this position to watch while everything else plays out. Okay? Not move forward. So you've been in this sort of 10-year dry spell, even though you're this dam that's holding this water back, this ocean of emotion. And what is happening while you're in this dammed up water is that you are moving from fear into this sort of risk-taking behavior of authority. Why? Because you're about to knock down the dam. You're going to stop being the dam or remove the clog, let's say. And it's very dramatic energy because you're sort of rebuking something, a demonic energy. I'm not saying there's a specific demonic energy. This might be something that has been keeping you stuck, or maybe it's something that just feels shadowy, and you are rebuking this energy, and you're doing it in such a forceful way because you're actually grabbing a hold of this energy and you're making it leave. We've had a lot of planets start to march forward. And I feel like it's really shifting the energy from an internal defense for some of you to an external authority. And so it'll be clearing some of this miscommunication, this garbled energy, this distorted understanding, that everybody, I feel like, in a collective level has sort of experienced in one way or another. Some of you have literally been through the energy of surviving the self, surviving worth, surviving the mind, even the home, surviving home. Whether this comes from childhood to present, surviving your health. You've overcome health situations, surviving a relationship that was toxic or something like that, surviving control dynamics or shared energies, or surviving belief and truth, surviving sort of this career that you've put yourself into, or surviving the future. Maybe it's surviving after the death of someone that was really important to you, or rest. Maybe it's surviving addiction. But I feel like this Jupiter in Cancer has really facilitated some sort of like movement forward. It's sent some luck to the energy of Scorpio. Okay. It's bringing this protective energy that hasn't been there for a while. Now, depending on where you felt this survival mode energy is where this blessing or this sort of breakthrough energy is getting funneled into. Let's say it like that. And so there's this reversal of the opposition of the energy, which is quite interesting. I have not felt this until now. For the collective. The garbled thoughts, you speak the truth without fear. If you felt small, you expand beyond. And for some of you, maybe it's beyond the home, beyond this career that you have, whatever this is. If you felt no transformation and you're just in this survival mode, you start to receive these blessings of Jupiter and Cancer. And this depth or survival mode turns into peace. If you felt invisible, you get your energy back, your power back. You get seen. No more stuck in the past. No more stuck in partnerships. None of this, because there's this energy that removes this toxic influence, basically grabbing the demons and removing those obstacles. Okay? Protecting some sort of energy. And I feel it's oppositional. There's this energy of fast track. The decades of defense for some of you to this visible authority. And April is about this sort of launch, this hard launch for the new you, the new mission, the new law I've been channeling, where action is stronger than anxiety. And you feel this green light for this new business, this new habit, the new you. new leadership at home, maybe. But you're getting the energy to get this shit done. And the movement forward is purposeful. It's intentional. So what must you address as you proceed forward? Aries, address your worth because you have some self-impulsion. And it's creating this energy where you're merging with things that you shouldn't be. Libra, worth, possession, address your depth and your transformation. You're not the same person that you was previous to this. It's creating this impulsion with partners. See this window. For Taurus, it's your partners. You have to address yourself though too, because you lost a partnership and it has really, really made you question your sense of self, and it's created this energy of impulsiveness when it comes to your partnerships or yourself, okay? Scorpio, you are impulsively contributing to any and everything right now because there's a need to address your partnership. Something with you has died. Like there's a part of you that has died off and it has really made you feel lost. You're trying to find yourself again. Okay, so looking to you to figure this out is going to stop this impulsive contribution, and it will help you address and see this partnership issue. It gets you out of this survival mode. So when I say what you must address, just know it's like to get you out of the survival mode. Gemini, it's your health. Gemini, your health. It is shitty right now. Whether it's something that you're doing that's causing it, something that you're consuming, something that you're doing day to day, like you've got to deal with your health. And really it's about the unconscious mind, your intuition, okay? You have to address your unconscious mind. You have to address what it is that you're doing and why you're doing these things. Now, Gemini, you also have some energy where you friend people impulsively, or you're looking towards the future impulsively. There needs to be more something that's more routine, or something that's more healthy for you, because you're dabbling in some shit that's just not healthy for you. Sag, it's addiction. You have this, maybe it's a sexual addiction, impulsive romantic energy, this impulsive creativity. Okay, you have to address your health because there's been some issues with your spirituality. There's been some issues with your intuition, and it must be addressed because you are trying to desperately grasp towards something that feels good. You know, dopamine addiction, I feel like, for you, Sagittarius. It's okay. We've all been here. Cancer, your child, right? There's an impulsion towards your legacy, towards your career here, and there's an issue with the child. So it could be addressing aspirations towards your future, your friends, okay? But something in childhood. And I feel like all of the signs have felt like this energy of a loss here. So we will talk about that as well. Capricorn, your future. You have an impulsion towards home. You need to address some sort of creation, some sort of love, some sort of issue with connecting, okay, or creating. And I feel like you've had this sort of death of the future for you. Like you're not really sure. Maybe it was a friend that passed away that was significant to you. I don't know. Virgo, it's the mind. There's impulsive merging and you really need to address this. I love you very much. So please don't take this as me coming down on you. It's me trying to help. But if you don't want the help, certainly I understand that. But you have to address some sort of truth. The way that you have been looking at something, you don't understand it. And so instead of like understanding it, there's been this sort of death of the mind. You've tried to shut your mind down, and it's created this impulsion to connection. Pisces, it's the truth. You've got this impulsion for worth or possession right now. It's a very big impulsion as well. And you have to address, like, your mind and what truth is and the understanding of your worth, okay? Because things are really bad for you right now. They are. There's too much of everything going on, and it's really hard to sort of understand what's happening when there's too much of something. Too much of something isn't good. I always say, like, sweet tea is great, but if you put too much sugar in it, it kind of doesn't taste good if you're stuck with that. Leo, you have to address your reputation, your legacy. You've had something happen within your home life. There was a death of someone that was close to you, and there's been some issues with safety in home, and there's an impulsion towards the truth. You're grasping for anything here to make sense of the situation, to make what you've sacrificed and held back, logically understandable. You want your sacrifice to mean something. But there's a need to address this reputation, this legacy, okay? Maybe for some of you it's career. But there's an issue within home, and if home is not good, the 10th house is not going to be good as well. What am I saying, Leo? I'm saying that your home life is not perfect. Nobody's is, but you're going to probably come for me for this, but I'm saying this out of love for you, out of compassion. Got to fix what's going on at home. Nobody has a perfect home life, but yours is fucked up right now, and it needs to be dealt with. And this stems back way far. So all of my Leos that are portraying that they have this perfect home life, quit that shit. Gotta be the truth. You gotta own that shit. Okay. Why am I saying own that shit? Because we need your ass. Okay. We need your ass. So just know that you're important to the rest of us, Leo. Aquarius, it's your legacy. You have an impulsive mind right now. It's so fucked up. I love you to death. Please don't take this the wrong way. But man, your fucking mind is all over the place. You got to get the shit straightened out. You also need to address home. You're killing your reputation. You're killing your fucking legacy. Get your mind straight. I don't know what it is that is distorting your mind, scattering your mind, but fix the shit. Fix the fucking shit. Because we need you as well. Okay? You think that no one sees. I see. I know. And I'm not doing this to put a finger on you or anything like that. No, I'm trying to help you. Everybody can see that you're fucking dissolving, that you've lost your fucking mind. Okay, so it's time for you to understand that you're not so smart that we are dumb and we don't see it. So fix it. Fucking fix it. All right, quit having this energy where you think that you're holding it all together and that it looks like everything's fine, because it doesn't. It's apparent to everyone. A fucking idiot can see it right now. So we love you and we want you to get the shit fixed because we need you. Without Leo, there's no love and compassion, and we need that in this world so desperately right now. That shows you that Leo's had issues because of the lack of compassion in the world. The lack of love and the authority of love. And Aquarius, the lack of future, the lack of innovation, it shows on the collective level. You're really going through it, and it's notable to all. Aries, someone that you shared something with died, or there was a death of that, and it really fucked you up. And so you got to look at that. It's not your fault. Okay? I don't know if you're personally taking responsibility for this, but it's not your fault. But you can't hold on to that anymore because it's about you moving forward. Libra, you've had a death and some sort of a feeling of worth. I don't know why. I'm not sure. And I'm just telling you, like, you're awesome. You're amazing. So there has to be this release and let go. Maybe you had someone make you feel as if you weren't worthy. But that is absolutely a fallacy. Okay? Taurus, you've had like a death or something like that when it comes to a partner. Maybe a partner that you love very much passed away. They're no longer here, and it has fucked you up. Okay? It's messed you up. Like, you don't know who you are anymore, and you have to address this. You're in survival mode. Scorpio, you had a death of you. Something died within you. You've changed, you've transformed, and it's really fucked you up. And you've got to deal with it. You can't stay there. It's time for you to transform, move. Something new needs to come in. It's time. And this Pluto in Aquarius is going to push. Okay, it's going to push towards your future because you need to let this old part of you die so that you can become this new version. It's more well suited for your future, the future of growth and transformation. Gemini, you had a death of health. Like, you don't feel your vitality anymore. I don't know if it's weight. I don't know what it is. Physically, you don't feel good. You feel sick. I don't know what it is. Okay. Maybe it manifested as mental health. Maybe it manifested as, back pain. I don't know what it is, but you've got to address your fucking health. It has fucked you up. Get your health right. You need the gallbladder removed, get it out. You need the fucking surgery, get it done. Quit fucking putting it off because it is affecting you. It's affecting your unconscious mind. Fix the shit. Sagittarius, you've had a death in just a death. There has been someone who passed away that you really fucking felt a connection to, and it has fucked you up. It has fucked you up. And this has probably come up multiple fucking times. Maybe this person suffered from addiction. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it has fucked you up. And you have got to fix it because it is affecting your health. It is affecting your health. Mental health, physical health. It's affecting your routines. It's affecting your life. You're not present. So fix it. The worst thing for you, Sagittarius, is to try to take a substance or do something to shut down your unconscious mind. That is the worst fucking thing for you right now. Like, you need to deal with this because that's the only way you're going to get the answers. Okay? It's within you, within that subconscious and unconscious mind. Cancer, you've had a death of a love relationship and it has fucked you up. Fucked you up. I don't care what you say. I love you. Okay? It's fucked you up. And maybe there's a child involved. I don't know. But you've got to release that situation because you're literally in survival mode. Because it's affecting your future, not only your future, but it could be the future child within you or your children's future. Fix the shit. Fix the shit. Capricorn, you've had a death of a friend that was very close to you or some sort of future that you had, and it has fucked you up. But you have to let go of that. Future can shift and change. That's okay. Maybe it looks a little different than what you thought it was going to be, but that's the part about evolution. We can't be so locked into something, but I get it, Capricorn. I know. You like it planned out. You like the structure. You have to be open to evolution as it's provided to you because God sees the things that you can't see. Here's the things that you can't hear. Let go of that old future so that you can actually grow within the future that is being provided to you by God. Jupiter is depositing into your future. So take that blessing because it's for you. Virgo, you had a situation where you did not have an understanding. Someone done something to you that you absolutely cannot make sense of, and you probably never will. And instead of just understanding that this person was a piece of shit or whatever happened was really fucked up and there's no reason that it happened, you've shut your mind down. Some of you guys have really been struggling with addiction, low key. You're hiding it. You're drinking. You're doing things to shut down your mind. Why? Because your mind don't fucking understand why the fuck this happened. It doesn't understand. It's easier for you to shut it down than to try to fucking understand because you do not understand the wisdom or the truth of why the hell this happened. And I'm going to be honest with you. The truth is that person fucking sucks. Not everybody is good. And maybe this person was going through a season in their life where they just was shitty. Now, some of you have something when it comes to early years, immediate environment, that just absolutely fucking shifted your trajectory. You lost or moved or something, maybe moved neighborhoods. It fucked you up. Maybe you need to be looking at if your location is appropriate for you. And if moving and transforming, even though you've moved to another location, are you still mentally stuck in that place where that shit happened? Because here's the truth, Virgo, and I love you. I love you. If you move your ass to a different country, location, if your mind's still stuck in the fucking past or stuck in that immediate environment, it doesn't matter where you go or what the fuck you do. You're stuck there. Okay, so we have to see these things. Jupiter's dispositing something to your understanding. Jupiter can be blunt, it can be harsh, but you are protected. And this is the time for you to free yourself and not be in survival mode anymore. Whatever you're doing to mess with your mind, to stop this because you don't understand, stop doing that shit. Stop it. See the truth for what it is. Sometimes the truth isn't this spiritual thing. It just fucking is what it is. Like, this person sucks. That way you can heal and you can move forward, because it's literally stagnating. You're fucking stuck. You've been stuck for like 2 decades. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, you are needed. You're needed. Virgo, you're needed. And I know you've been drinking. I don't say it out loud, but I know it. And you think no one knows. But I'm telling you, that stuff is starting to be known. So be careful. Just because something looks good on the outside doesn't mean that it's good on the inside. Okay? All right. Pisces. You have had a death of fucking truth. You don't know what you believe in anymore. You don't know what to believe in. And I know this is things that you would never speak. I know it. Maybe you had a teacher that fucking died or left your life, or someone that really brought truth to you, and you cannot fucking cope with it. Like, it is fucking you up. This has fucked you up. So what is your truth? Because that's really what's going on here. Jupiter is dispositing an understanding or a movement, expansion, and blessing to you, right? So that you can grow. You can grow your understanding. For some of you, Pisces, I feel like you didn't trust yourself. Like, you knew someone was a complete fucking liar. You knew someone was not speaking the truth to you. You knew it, and you still fucked with them. And now you don't trust yourself, and that's bullshit, because you were trying to see the good in somebody, but you understand that some people just are liars. Some people just are destructive, but that doesn't mean you have to be able to be destructed in that. You can move forward and look at it as dodging a toxic bullet. Like, what was taken from you was a blessing, okay? Because if you look at it, if it's a bad person, they don't need to be with you anyways, okay? If they're a liar, you need truth. And then if it is, in fact, a teacher that was really influential, it's about you embodying and taking what they taught you and bringing that into your reality. So, like I always say, taking something from someone who is very wise and making that your own and keeping their spirit alive, the truth that they walk through alive. Leo, somebody in your family line within your home has died, or there's been a death of that. Maybe you lost your childhood home. There's a lot of childhood shit here going on that's fucked you up. Like, you are really fucked up. There's something bad that happened. And, Jupiter's really trying to send you like some healing and blessing here in the 4th house. You've got to let go of this shit. Everybody thinks that your life at home is so good, and it is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Stop lying. Stop lying, because this is the only way it's going to be corrected. Some people just don't deserve to be in your presence, Leo, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they do. I'm not saying that there's nothing that you've not done at fault, Leo. We're all not perfect. Hello. But this facade, this act that you've got going on to the outside world that everything is good, it's not. Your home life is really fucking up your legacy. It's fucking up your future. It's fucking up your career. You have got to deal with it. There is no fucking safety within your sense of home. Even if you're safe within yourself and you got your own fucking back, like, there is something where you have fucking had to carry everyone else, and it has just really messed you up. You've had to be the leader. Maybe you had parents that didn't want to step up and take the lead, and you got forced into that, you felt like, or you couldn't do the things that you wanted to do, or you just had a really bad childhood. Maybe something bad happened to your kid. I don't know. It is very messed up, and it needs to be fucking addressed. It has to be addressed, because we need you, Leo. There's a lack of compassion in the world, like I said. You're the only one that can deliver that. You're the only one that can deliver us from that. We need your heart. We need your love. We need your compassion. We need you. So we have to get this shit fixed. We have to address this. You can't hold on to the past because it is preventing the future from happening. You can see the lack of compassion in the world. It shows that Leo's had trouble at home. It shows Leo's having trouble in their heart. A parental figure, someone who is a matriarch, someone who's really important to you. But just because they're not here, because they have passed away, you take that best part of them and you embody that and you keep them alive that way. That's how you grow it. You are the only one that can do this. You're the only one, Leo. I'm not saying every Leo's having a shitty home life, because that's certainly, the extent of that is going to vary. Maybe you've just had a lot of movement or instability when it comes to home or the people in it. I don't know. Maybe it's gone on for decades. Maybe it's something that's just happened. Either way, it feels like it's been a long time coming. Like there's a long strand of energy here that definitely needs to be dealt with. And not embodying like the energy where you feel like you have to be small or like shut some shit down or hold yourself back. No, but like taking, if it is a person that you truly love, that really brought light to your life, is like embodying that energy and sharing it with everyone else, keeping them alive that way through love and compassion in the heart. Aquarius, you lost some sort of future that you thought you had in the grasp of your hand, and it has fucked you up. It's fucked you up. So that future looks different. And maybe you lost a boss or a father or lost the connection or the depth. Maybe you've lost your own connection with being a father or sort of this action energy, and you become very passive. Or you've done things that has prevented you from aggressively moving forward. Not aggressively, I shouldn't say, but and harnessing that future. Maybe you don't want the future that you think is coming for you because it doesn't look like what you thought it did. But like, we need you, Aquarius. We need you to see what we're saying here. We need you to see that the future is evolutionary, and we need your innovation and revolution in order to move forward. But it's like there's a lack of seeing your own revolution. And for some of you, it's an internal revolution with this archetypal energy within you, within your sense of self. And it's really fucking up your growth, and it's fucking up the growth of the future. So I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying these things need to be addressed in order for us to be able to move forward and let this future come to you. I'm sorry if you lost your father. I'm sorry if you lost, and it could have been a troubled relationship. Maybe you didn't even think it meant that much. Maybe it was a horrible relationship with someone here, but either way, it's fucked you up. You've lost someone who was very powerful energy in your life, and you're feeling lost. And this is stuff you would never admit. And you're not lost. Sometimes when you're in that storm and you feel lost, that's when you're found.